KD Drummond, and welcome to your Catch This Fade Morning Minute. I just had one of those streams of consciousness that you get when you're excited about a new season, and I laid it out on Twitter, but I said, let's turn this into one of our morning minute videos, really kick off what training camp is all about. So everybody knows by this point, at least, you should know, the Cowboys are going to be bringing in Malik Hooker, the safety, former Colts safety, former first-round pick, number 15 overall. As long as he passes COVID protocols, it appears that they are ready to sign him. He has to go through the 5-day waiting period. But in the meantime, they signed a cornerback named Corn Hall, probably just a camp body. Apologies to his family. But here's the main thing. That brings the Cowboys up to their limit, their maximum of 90 players. They actually have 91 because they have an international pathway player, Isaac Alarcon, who I believe is really going to strive to make the roster, which means that they will have to give up that extra space, because if he's on the roster, if he's eligible to play this year, as opposed to just being a practice squad guy, then they'll need to bring that back down later on the line. But that's a long story. Anyway, the more important point is, I'm wondering if them signing a cornerback right now to get him into camp is more about just depth, or if it means that there's a move coming to create room for Hooker that is going to basically affect the top part of the Cowboys depth chart. Right now, Anthony Brown is starting opposite Trevon Diggs. Diggs is a right corner. Anthony Brown is starting at left corner. We know Kelvin Joseph, the second-round pick, is playing left corner. Nashawn Wright is playing right corner. I'm just wondering if they're precluding a move that could see the Cowboys ship out Anthony Brown, either by release or more likely by trade, in order to create some room, financial, roster size, both of them put together for the Cowboys. Brown makes $4.25 million in base salary this year. $1.75 million of that is guaranteed. I would assume, based on the structure of his contract, that $1.75 million guaranteed is offset, which means that if he signs with another team for anywhere close to that money, the Cowboys basically are off the hook when it comes to that guarantee. If he signs for more, they don't owe him anything. If he signs for less, the difference between the two salaries is what the Cowboys end up having to pay and take that cap hit. So they could easily walk away from the deal without having anything but the dead money that's on the 2022 cap, and that's $1.5 million based on his signing bonus last year. The $1.5 million on the cap this year for the salary cap allocation, that's dead. That's already on there. So they would save his base salary, potentially all of it, if he signs with another team or if he's traded. And then when you're looking at that situation, it's not even a financial risk. It just is what it is. We know the story of Hooker. We know what he could bring to the table if he's healthy. He will, to me, clearly be above the guy that they signed, DeMonte Kazee, who, for all intents and purposes, seems like a great guy. He's making waves in practice, but he might not quite be what they're looking for. He's a smaller center field corner. Hooker has the size and the range based on what we saw in college, and limited snaps in the pros since he's been injured basically every year since he's come in. So you put Kazee as the backup guy in case Hooker can't make it through a full season, and then you're covered to a great extent, much better than you have been in any of the years past when it comes to the free safety position. So these are just the things that I'm thinking about. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but this is training camp. This is before Hard Knocks there. So we get to kind of flesh some of these ideas out in real time and see if they come to fruition. So that's it for your morning minute. I'm wondering if Anthony Brown may be the sacrifice to create room, both on the roster and financially, for newcomer Malik Hooker. Tell me what you think.